It's no secret, I love the house of Atelier Cologne. I'm pretty much the biggest Atelier fanboy on all of YouTube in the fragrance community, I would like to think. But I can 100% say I have never smelled an Atelier quite like this before. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, Tripleinc. Thank you so much for stopping by. Got a smashing fragrance review for you guys today. A fragrance that absolutely blew my mind away. That is from the house of Atelier, which I absolutely adore. I mean, I have a bunch of Atelier fragrances. They're pretty much my favorite house for making amazing, simplistic citrus fragrances that are hyper-realistic and that are amazing. But I'm not here today to talk about any of the Joie de Vivre collection, which all those citrus scents are comprised of. I'm actually here today to talk about a fragrance from their Haute Couture collection, the only scent of which I have owned so far, and this is actually a blind buy. I gotta say, probably the best blind buy I have made in a long, long time. This is, of course, Santal Carmin. Guys, this beautiful gold bottle has absolutely blown my mind right now. I have never really tried any fragrance from the house of Atelier that hasn't been all about the citrus. This one takes it in a completely new direction and has really made me have a lot more appreciation for the house. So I would normally like to think that I do a pretty decent job describing these fragrances that I do reviews on. However, this one, whenever I smelled it, I am just a little bit at a loss for words. Yeah, there's just not much I can do to describe the smell of that. It is just takes my breath away, and I'm kind of speechless when I smell it. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to try and describe this one to you right now. So what do I get in terms of smell? This fragrance is actually comprised of 4 main notes that I gather, and that would be, first and foremost, the sandalwood. This is a sandalwood-dominated fragrance, along with a nice, cozy, rich, warm vanilla, and also the saffron in here really sizzles and sparkles with a little bit of a Guaiac Wood note in the dry down there as well. So yes, this is actually a sandalwood-dominated fragrance, and I'm not the biggest fan of the note of sandalwood. I think a lot of times it comes off overly powdery. Case in point, Le Labo Santal 33. Santal Carmin right here, this blows that one out of the water for me. This is such a better use of sandalwood for me. So yes, it does have that woodiness in here, but yes, it just blends so beautifully with the vanilla note, and that's really the heart, the beating heart of this fragrance, is a warm, sort of a smooth sandalwood vanilla combination that is absolutely to die for. It has just the right little bit of sweetness, just the right little bit of woodiness in there as well, and creamy, and this fragrance is very cozy. It sort of sits on you like your favorite sweater does. You know, it's just comfortable, and at the end of the day, just a very comforting scent. Man, it's so delicious, guys. It's so warm, and it just kind of warms your heart up in a very, very good way. Like, this is probably one of my favorite parts of the scent, of the way it just uses the sandalwood and the vanilla just to create this amazing sort of a mid-tone to the fragrance. So now in the initial opening, what really, really gets me and what I think steals the show is going to be the saffron. Now this saffron I find very difficult to sort of grasp and capture because it just has so many different facets to it. But what I liken it to, imagine, you know, saffron is a flower, right? Imagine blooming saffron flowers just bursting into life. It like sizzles, sparkles, and just explodes with this warm, delicious spiciness that combines with the woodiness of the sandalwood and the vanilla. Man, that opening is just breathtaking, guys. It's just spicy, sort of warming, cozy, comforting, but it's not in your face. It's super high quality. There's no evidence of the classic Atelier Cologne citrus in the opening, which I kind of like. I like how it sort of diverts from that and gives you something a little bit more warming that has a little more of a backbone to it. So it's going to stay like that. It's going to stay a sandalwood, vanilla, saffron combination for about a couple hours, and then after that, this fragrance actually takes a kind of a curve, which I wasn't expecting. From the top, I was thinking, hey, this is probably going to smell very, very linear, but actually this one had a pretty big change in it because at the end of the dry down, I'm left with a musky Guaiac Wood scent. The Guaiac Wood almost smells like a somewhat watery, musky woodiness to it. That warming vanilla and sandalwood pretty much gets sucked up and it goes away. The saffron is long gone by now, and then you're just left with kind of a clean, musky, woody scent in the dry down, which I find kind of interesting. And I swear, I almost get like a leathery nuance in the dry down as well, almost like a very refined, sort of supple, soft leather that is mixed in with the Guaiac Wood down there. But that could just be my imagination. So I gotta say, Atelier Cologne hit one out of the park with this one. This is an absolute smashing hit. Very few fragrances actually captivate my mind like this one and just really just make me sit back and say, wow, this is an amazing, amazing scent. And this one did that the first time that I wore it. I knew this was going to be just a hit with me. Needless to say, this is one of my favorite ateliers I have ever tried. It even rivals my all-time favorite Bergamot and Saffron, as I call it. Just a cozy, comforting, amazing sandalwood fragrance. Easily my favorite sandalwood that I've ever tried. It's so masterfully well done. I can highly recommend it to you if you're looking for something that is just comforting and comfortable. And when I smell this fragrance, it doesn't really super come into my mind that it fits one particular season, you know? I think that this could actually be worn all year long because it's not super heavy enough where in the summer it would become cloying. But in the wintertime, it has the coziness that you're looking for. But I find this works great in the autumn. Sort of like the transition between end of summer coming into fall, like we are in right now. This is a great transition scent because it has these more cozy, warm, sandalwoody, vanilla elements that I look for in these type of comforting autumn scents. So definitely fall is, I think, is a season with this one. And in terms of occasions, guys, this is an amazing work fragrance. I've worn this to work and it just works beautifully for that. It has an air of classiness and comforting, and I feel like it's just the type of air that I want to put out to other people, that is something that's very inviting that they can trust in. So in the office place is great. And also, guys, this has an it factor to it. This has something special and unique, and I think would work really, really nicely on a date. It has somewhat of a sexy edge to it, but it's just very alluring and very interesting. I find this fragrance super unique. I haven't smelled anything like this ever before. Man, it's just super unique. I would really like to smell like this on a date. And, you know, this is unisex fragrance. I think this would smell fantastic on a lady as well. This is one of the most easiest to wear fragrances that I have in my collection. Seriously, I can just spray it on and pretty much be good for any single situation this autumn. It's going to work great. Dressed up formal, casually, date. It can really do it all, guys. This is a home run just in terms of versatility as well. Very, very impressive with this fragrance. And the performance as well, I am happy with. You know, it's definitely stronger than pretty much every single of their Joie de Vivre collection of that are just the pure citruses. This one has the vanilla, the sandalwood, has some backbone to it. So this one does last on me a pretty good amount of time. About 6 to 7 hours before it's gone, so I'm happy with that. And also the sillage is what really gets me with this one, because it is the vanilla, it is the sandalwood, it kind of has these heavier, more dense, creamy notes that actually leave a great scent trail behind you. I actually sprayed this on a friend and sort of smelled the air around, and it smells so great, guys. It smells fantastic in the air. The projection is a little interesting. It does, I feel like, project pretty solidly for at least an hour, but after that it ties down very, very quickly. Overall, guys, the performance I'm happy with. You know, it's one of the stronger performing ateliers, and it gets me through the workday, and I'm definitely happy with that. And lastly, guys, the compliment factor. This is a fragrance that I feel like, boom, I'm getting it, I'm killing it, I'm feeling fantastic and smelling fantastic. However, I'm not sure if the people around me necessarily feel that way. I have gotten 2 notices, which were nice compliments, but other than that, people don't seem to notice this one that much, which kind of puzzles me because I know it's pushing, I know it's projecting, and it's such a warming, comforting smell. So, you know, I just got this one pretty recently. Maybe I need a little bit more time with it, but for right now, the compliments seem to be about average, nothing super special. However, I find it super unique, and I know for a fact I would definitely compliment someone who was wearing this. So guys, at the end of the day, Santal Carmin, this is a beautiful, sophisticated, very elegant sandalwood vanilla fragrance that is absolutely a must-try from the house, in my opinion. I'm going to score this fragrance a 9 out of 10. That is right, it's the highest rating I've given a fragrance on my channel in quite a while. Almost was a perfect 10. What can I say? I really enjoyed it. I love the smell. The performance could be a little bit better, but it's still really, really nice. It's very, very versatile, and I can tell you I'm going to be rocking this so much this autumn, especially into the office place when I just want to smell very, very nice. So guys, that's going to be my review of Santal Carmin from Atelier Cologne. Go try this one out. I highly, highly recommend it. And you know that I love the House of Atelier. I would only recommend fragrances from them that I absolutely love, and this is one of them. So do be sure to let me know what you think about Santal Carmin in the comment section down below. Have you tried this fragrance? If so, please let me know about that. And as always, make sure to subscribe to this channel for some more fragrance content. Also, you can support me on my Patreon page that I just started up. I'll leave that link down there below. Also, if you want to see more of me, you can head over to the Team Top 5 channel. We do live streams every Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And we also have some more content coming for you guys as soon as October rolls around. So be sure to subscribe to that channel. Like and share this video. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day.